Hello, hello, hello. I guess I'm doing one of them things. I think they call it a pop-up. You know me. I normally don't go live, but I have been busy getting my ministry up and running. So I just want to come on here again, try to talk about Hadassah. Like I said, by the way, my name is Felicia, the Anointed Trainer. So I got to get used to doing that when I come on. But as you can see, I'm not waiting on no one to come on. So come on in. Come on in because I want, like I said, I want to talk about my ministry. And it is for single ladies. Okay, single ladies, come on in. Come on in, 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 come on in. Come on in, single ladies, where you at? Single ladies, where you at? Single ladies, where are you? What's today? Wednesday, yes, 7/29. I don't know if you're at church or not. I don't know who's still having church on Wednesday night. I don't know if anybody do that anymore here. Well, I know my church do not have church on Wednesday nights. But like I said, this little, I ain't gonna say the little teaching. I'm just gonna break down what I'm getting ready to do. Some of y'all already have heard. Some of you already know who I am. But like I said, today I'm just gonna talk about Hadassah. And because like I said, the group that I created, God gave me the name Hadassah. And so now I'm going to go in to explain to you why I named it Hadassah. So, like I said, it's for single ladies. And then, and we're getting ready to kick it off. I found me a spot today. Well, I found it yesterday. I went and looked at it today. Got it, everything signed and ready to roll. Like I said, I'm just so excited because the things that God has been doing in my life, it just thrills me when He do things for me. I mean, He just do it for little old Felicia, little young Felicia. But anyway, I'm going to talk about Hadassah a little bit so you can know a little bit, like I said earlier, about what we're getting ready to go into. And according to the Hebrew Bible, Queen Esther was born, she was born with the name Hadassah, and that means myrtle, Myrtle. Her name was changed to Esther to hide her identity up on becoming Queen of Persia. And so that's what I'm getting ready to start helping single women. I want everybody to understand it's for single women. I can't do the what is it, Beyonce song? Well, the single. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on here and get the joke on the show today. But her name, like I said, Hadassah, also known as Esther in the book of Esther, and it is a powerful example of how God can use even our darkest moments to bring about His will in our life. And again, that is what I'm getting ready to do. I want to show you how to find your purpose, how to find your joy, your peace again. I mean, even because at first I thought I was mainly going out after women that have went through a divorce. Because some people don't know, but 2.5 years ago, I had to go through a divorce. So let's say I was with him 35. I thought it was 40-something years, but it's 30. We was married 35. But together a total of 38. But in that process, I had to go ahead and file for a divorce. And like I said, I've been divorced for going on 3 years now. And now I'm wanting to help people. I ain't going to just say people that have went through a divorce, but I want to talk to people that are dealing with anger. You feeling like you cannot move forward in life. So these are the people that I'm wanting to help. Like I said, I want to help you to find your purpose in life. And mainly, if you find your purpose in life, you will line up with God's purpose for your life. And if you want to go back and find, not you, you're the female, you don't find the man find you. So once God gets you prepared, then He will get you prepared to move forward with your king. And that's pretty much what Esther was doing. She went through a whole year process to get her ready for the king of Persia. So, like I said, now her story of faith and courage demonstrates how God works through us to accomplish his divine purpose, his divine plan for our life. And so we can go through hardships. Like I said, I never had any intentions of filing for a divorce. I never had any intentions of having a stroke, because most of y'all know it'll be 7 years this year in April. I had a stroke, but God, when I say God is doing amazing things in my body, amazing things in my life. So that's one thing I always want to give God the glory, because why wouldn't, honestly, according to the doctors, I shouldn't even be here. But like I said, God still had a use for me while still here on this earth. And that was one of the things I asked him, why did you leave me here? Because, according to the doctors, like I said, I should have been dead. But I'm still here. And now he's been revealing to me more and more every day why my purpose, who are the people that I'm supposed to be ministering to. And like I said, and then her story really highlights what it means to be courageous, reminding us all to stand up for what we believe in, even when things get tough. When I moved out, I walked away from my home, and I got me an apartment. And in the process of that, in the process of all of this, God was showing me what he needed to pull up out of me. And that's when I tell him in the last video I spoke on what God was revealing to me. He helped me to find Felicia. And like I said, this is what I want to help people to do. I want you to find who you are. I mean, even if you're married, a lot of people, even when they're married, still don't know who they are, because they're focusing their life around their husband, or focusing their life around their children, or your job, or your title, instead of focusing on you. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to help females, single females, to find their, like I said again, their purpose, because you are so valuable. And when I went through through the divorce that I had, even I back up even farther than that. When I had the stroke, I remember when I was at a church here in Jonesboro, they was getting ready to have a women's conference, and she came up and asked me, would I be one of the speakers for them that year? And I told her, I said, so y'all still want to hear from me? And when she said it, when I spoke at the conference that day, she told me, she said, I brought tears to her eyes. She said, because I was the main person that they needed to hear from. And I'm going to go, I have a friend, she sent me some information, and I was telling her it's dealing with health. And she was wanting me to see it, and I told her, I said, so I looked at it a little bit, and I told her, I said, this is the same thing I have been telling people, but they're just not receiving from me. I told her they're not hearing what I'm saying. So I don't know if it's because of me that they just don't receive from me, or they just, I guess I'm just leaving, they don't hear from me. So now I'm asking God to show me the people that I'm supposed to be ministers to. I don't want to waste my time any longer on things, or on time. I don't want to waste my time, because time is one of them things you cannot get back. I mean, you cannot get that back. So I'm more geared toward single women. That's what I'm going for. So back to her story. It's amazing how God can use unexpected situations to fulfill his plans. By giving Hadassah this challenging mission, he demonstrated his trust in her ability. My tablet's going away from me. In her ability and her commitment to serving him. We can take heart in knowing that no matter what our situation looks like, or how powerless we might feel, God is always working behind the scenes for our good. Like I said, that is what he done for me for a whole year. When I tell you he stripped out all that anger, because there was a time that I couldn't even stand to look at him. But now I have no problem with him, because God, like I said, he had to He had to purge my heart. He had to, I mean, ooh, but this is what he's done. And pretty much, like I was telling somebody, Hadassah had to go through the same process. It took her a whole year for God to get her prepared. Or wasn't God? Well, yeah, it was God. Was still, even though God's name is not mentioned in the book of Esther, but God was still going along everything, because he said he is ordering our steps, and that is what he was doing through Hadassah. So but like I said, with her story, to me, I can relate to her, because it took me a whole year where God took me in that apartment by myself. And when I tell you, he stripped everything up out of me that he did not want in me any longer. And I am so grateful, because like I said, I know who I am, because on the last video, I told them in the video that I got pregnant at the age of 14. So ever since I was 14 years old, I've always taken care of somebody else, but I never took her for Felicia. But now God was showing me how I can take care of myself and still love people and show them how to do the exact same thing. Like I said, especially as mothers, we are always taking care of everybody else, but we will not take care of us. We put us on the back burner. We've been doing it for years, because my babies are 34, 30. I believe they're 34. Don't quote me on that. But my son, like I said, he's 43. Yeah, one of them age. But anyway, but like I said, and this is what I want to show us women, how to start taking care of us. Not saying you need to put your kids and your family to the side, but you still need to focus on you. And when this group that I created, not only will I teach you how to build your confidence up, focus on you, find your joy, find your purpose. But I'm going to throw in exercising and stuff, all of that in the process in this program. All of that is going to be included as well, because I'm sure she had her dad, they didn't say whether she was working out or anything, but I'm going to teach you how all of that as well, because like I said, because when I had the stroke, they weighed me in. I was 204 pounds the night I had the stroke, but now I am 135 pounds. And I tell people that all the time, because it can still be done regardless whether I had the stroke or not. But what I want people to understand, that even though I had the stroke, I went from 204 pounds to 135 pounds, all while in the process of me recovering from the stroke. So I don't want people to use I can't do that. That's an excuse we need to get rid of. Because like I said, if I can do it by recovering from a stroke, baby, you still got your full body movement. You should not use that as an excuse. So you need to get up and move that body. Yeah. Okay, her story reminds us that with God, anything is possible, and he will always provide guidance and strength if we trust him and remain faithful regardless of our circumstances. She went under false pretense, and that is what a lot of us women are doing, the exact same thing. We don't, like I said, we don't know who we are. Some of us probably don't even know what colors we like. Some of us don't even know what foods we like and don't like, because either your family, your children, your husband, or something like that, or boyfriend, whatever, or is telling you that you like this instead of what you really like, is what I'm trying to say. But see, and then Esther hid her identity because it was potentially dangerous for her to be open about it. And we have allowed the enemy to do this same thing to us, because we don't, like I said, we don't know who we are. And the enemy don't want you to know who you are. And that's why he always put everybody's beliefs on you, try to tell you that you are this person, you're not this person. And sometimes a lot of us will do that self-sabotaging, where God is trying to bring you up to a whole nother level, but you are afraid of what people are going to say or what people cannot do. Again, on the last video, I mentioned, I don't know why I brought that up about my grammar. Because when I first started, my friend was telling me I need to start going live. As you can see, I still don't like to go live because when I do some loops on my regular video, if I record them, I can basically go in and edit them. So when I go on live, because I already know my grammar is not where y'all want it to be. Like I said, when people be correct, they don't never correct me, but I'm pretty sure because I've had somebody make a statement about the way I talk. And like I was telling on the last video, I had got to the point I wanted to ask God to start showing these people their weakness so they can let them see what it feels like for you to bash somebody because you feel good in the area. I mean, your English may be good, but what about your health? See, I'm good on health, so I can throw that in your face, but I don't do that because we shouldn't be doing criticizing people for their weakness because you're strong in that area. That's what I'm just trying to say that. So that was one of the reasons why I did not want to come live. I did not want to basically come on Facebook, period, because of that right there. But like I said before, Moses and all of them, they started. T.D. Jakes, he said that's what he used to stutter when he first started. And I can't think of the other guy. He said he stuttered. He said Joyce Myers gave her testimony. She said that she didn't, I don't think she even graduated or something. And here's this woman writing all of these books for God's glory. And so I'm sitting there like, okay, so if these people can still do what they need to do, then Felicia, why can't you? And so this is what this group is about. It's basically, like I said, it's to help women that have went through a lot of bitterness. The enemy has attacked you in a lot of areas in your life. If you're dealing with fear of abandonment, because I went through that, God He helped me to write my book called Heart Healing 101. Because and while I'm writing this book, then this one I'm finding out that I thought my abandonment issue was from when I went through I wasn't divorced yet. When I went through the process of going through a divorce, getting ready to go through a divorce with my ex-husband. But then I found out that it had nothing to do with my ex-husband. All of my abandonment issue came about from my dad as a child. He was never there. He was never there for me, my brothers, my sisters, because he has to my knowledge, he has 4 outsized children. So if he was not there for me, and I know he wasn't there for them, because that's where a lot of our abandonment issues starts from childhood. And that's where then we're dealing with the unworthiness. And that's what I dealt with now that part where I was coming in with my ex-husband, because some of the things that we was dealing with at the home. And then you get emotional neglect. And I mean, when I tell you my mind, the enemy was trying to attack my mind in so many areas, because my mom, she had a lot of nervous breakdowns. And I saw what the enemy was trying to do with me through this process of this divorce. Well, like I said, I wasn't divorced yet, but through this process of what I was going through in my life. And then we dealing, like I said, the pains of rejections. And then that's where a lot of these, our body issues that we're having, it's because of all of this stuff that we're holding on, and we're not allowing God to come in and heal us. So, like I said, when I went through that process, I tell people that I went through in a Hadassah moment, because she went through 6 months here and 6 months there to get herself ready for the king. Well, I done the exact same thing. When I said I named all of this stuff, well, this is more. when I say God stripped a lot of stuff away from me, and that's why I am so happy. I'm just so happy. And I want to show people how to receive this same kind of joy. But the only way you're going to get that, you're going to go in with God and allow God to strip a lot of stuff out of you. But a lot of people don't want to go through that process. I remember I had 2 people, they told me that they didn't want to go through that process. But that's kind of sad when you rather hold on to those evil ways when you can actually go in and do the process and get healed. But like I said, when they told me that they rather, I guess, to hold on, because going through this process and giving yourself to God, allowing God to pull out things in you that should not be in you. When I tell you it's a process, it's a process. It's a process, because I tell you, part of mine's one of the steps that I had to do. Everything that my ex-husband had either bought me or gave to me or something like that, I could not hold on to it. I had to get rid of everything. And that's what I was telling this young lady before. Well, I talked to a lot of people. I'll be telling them part of my process. And they be like, well, why did you have to do that? I said, I don't really understand. But pretty much what he was telling me, anything, he was stripping me from any of my past. He was stripped all of that off of me. All of it. He was basically getting me prepared for my next husband. And this is a step that I want to continue to show people. If you are wanting to be remarried, I want to show you how to get there. Because I've seen people that have basically got a divorce, married somebody else, but they basically what they wind up doing was remarrying another man just like the one they had before. Because they basically did not go in with God, let God show them how to heal them, how to show them what kind of man needs to be in their life. Not only what kind of man needs to be in their life, what is their purpose. And with your purpose, you will know exactly what kind of man needs to be in your life. Because I can tell you from the heartbeat, if he's not doing this, and this, he's not for me. And I don't try to hold on to somebody else's man because he's not mine. Because I tell people in a heartbeat, he's not mine. He's not mine. Because I know where God has taken me. And I know the type of man that I need in my life. So that's what like I said, I finally, the building, found me a building. My first event will be April the 5th. I'm not going to tell the location just yet because I still got some work I'm still working on behind the scene. So if you know any single females, I want you to try to, you can tag them in this video, send them the information if you want to, so they can get prepared. I want to help females, single females, to show them how, like I said, to find the things that God wants them to have. Because like I said, the first event that I'm going to have it's going to be more like a teaching. I know for right now, it's a 2-hour class. And I want to show you, I'm not going to say step by step, but I want to introduce myself to you. Some people know who I am. Some people know the situation I have been in. Even if when I had my salon here in Jonesboro, that's all. I mean, it's just funny how God he basically brought everything back around. Because when I had the salon, that's pretty much what I've done. I ministered to women. But it was just, didn't realize when I'm standing behind that chair, I mean, I'm ministering to women. A lot of them got delivered. Some of them got healed. Some of them come in with headaches. They left without, the headache was gone. I mean, people would come in there, was talking to me, wanted to commit suicide. They come in and wanted me to minister to them. And that's what I've done. And now he has taken me to a whole nother level. When I tell you, I am so excited. And it took me a minute to get there because for some reason, I was thinking that I was still going to be ministering to married women. And not saying that I won't still be doing that, but right now he had to remind me, Felicia, you're no longer married. You are single. And I had to tell myself, oh, I'm single. And I remember a friend of mine was telling me, she said, well, maybe that's why people are not approaching you, because you still got this persona, well, anyway, persona, there we go, as if I'm married. And she said you need to take that married veil off until God send them to you, and let God send you your true husband. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all right now. So like I said, I'm so excited for the things that God is wanting me to do. I mean, he wants to still use my life, my life, to help somebody to line up with him. Not only line up with him, but to find your purpose in life. So that is all I wanted to talk to y'all tonight about. Like I said, I think they call this a pop-up. I don't know. They got so much stuff out there. I don't know. But I normally don't do lives. Even if I tell you I'm going to do a live, I probably bag myself out of it. So I'm just going to pop up. And then if you see me on there, then you come on in. Because I'm, like I said, if you know anybody, a single female that is dealing with any of these things that I'm named, fear of abandonment, inadequate, me and these words tonight. Let me find another one I can pronounce. Feeling not good enough, emotional neglect, pain of rejection. So these are the things that I'm willing to, I can do others because I want to help people to build their confidence. Because even when I had the stroke, I lost my confidence. I honestly didn't think nobody would want me, but like I said, well, you can tell me that I don't look good, but I don't care about what you say, because baby, I know I look good. you know, they can go. You can tell somebody else that, but it won't fly with me because I know I look good. Period. But like I said, as you can see, I still love the joke, and I thank God for that, because I used to couldn't even do that, but now I love the joke. So if you know, like again, if you know any single female that are dealing with anything like fear of being left alone, has lost their confidence, feeling not good enough, emotional neglect, pain of rejection. I would say if you have been through a divorce, because I know these right here, you fit in that area. You fit in that area. Because I know, because I was one, I've been divorced myself. And now I am single. See, I can say that just as bold as I can be. I am single. But anyway, I'm going to stop, because like I said, I will be silly. But again, if you know anybody that needs a community that will help lift them up and everything like that, tell them Felicia Phillips, that's my name now. I went back to my maiden name. The Anointed Trainer is hosting a training. I want to say it's a seminar, because right now the room that I have, it'll fit 15 people. And if I go over 15, then I can go up to another room. But I just need to know how many single women that you know or listen to me now need some guidance on where to go from here with your life. Because like I said, if you're ahead of divorce, baby, I'm really for you. And I just want to help you coach your way through it, so you can continue to move forward in your life. So, like I said, this is all I have for y'all today. I will come on here again and give you some more information about the event that I'm having. Like I said, it is April the 5th. The time right now is from 12:30 to 3. Well, you can say 12 to 3. So it is I ain't gonna say a master class. We can say it's a master class. Now, I'm debating on whether it's gonna be a free event, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it a free event, and then people sign up and make sure they show up. So I may not do it that way. If I charge, it probably won't be no more than $20, $25, or maybe less than that. Who knows? So like I said, I will come on here again. I'm in the process of getting the flyers and stuff situated, getting the Eventbrite page set up so you'll know where, if it's paid, you'll know where to go and where to register. So like I said, I am grateful for y'all coming in, listening to me, and y'all continue to be blessed and make sure you move that body.